You absolutely must get the concept of BEDMAS down pat before you can do algebra. It's so important, and we're going to be spending the next few lessons going over BEDMAS. It's also known as BODMAS, PEMDAS. Lately I think they've started calling it in some circles GEDMAS, depending on whereabouts in the world you're from. The one I'm going to use is BEDMAS. It's just the most common acronym, and it's the one that we are supposed to use here. Really, it's the order of operations, right? It's what do we do first, then what do we do, then what do we do, then what do we do, then how do we know we're finished and finished. So let's look at what those numbers, what those letters actually stand for. B is brackets, and usually they mean those brackets, although technically in maths that is a bracket, but we won't worry about that for now. Sometimes called rounded brackets. Sometimes in American videos you may see these being called as parentheses. It means the same thing, a rounded brackets. We do whatever is inside those brackets first. Okay, before we do anything else, and then we continue afterwards. The E in this case is the exponents, or the indices. We want to deal with those first. So the indices is, just to recap, the little number above the variable. DM stands for division and multiplication. We do those first before we do the next two, A and S, which is addition and subtraction. We always do those after we've done division and multiplication. And I guess one last thing is that we always want to go left to right across an equation. Just like we read from the left to the right. And in this part of the world where I'm recording this, we drive on the left hand side of the road as well. Best thing to do is to do some examples, and these are very, very easy examples, and I'm going to progressively make them a bit tougher as we go on. How about 2 plus 3 times 4 plus 1. What will we do first? Well, the B in BEDMAS is the brackets, so we're going to take care of everything in this bracket first before we do anything. So the 2 is going to come down, the 3 is going to come down. Now what is in that bracket? 4 plus 1 is in that bracket. Obviously 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, now what do we do? Do we add the 2 and the 3? Do we multiply the 3 and the 5? So even though the 2 plus 3 is to the left, we're going to do that one next. There's no exponents, so we jump across the E, and now we're dealing with the D and the M. There's no division, So we're going to multiply those first now. So the 2 is just going to stay there. 2 plus 3 times 5 is 15. Our final answer is 7. And just to make sure, let's do it on our calculator. The calculator knows BEDMAS pretty well. 2 plus 3 times brackets 4 plus 1 close brackets 17. Be careful. Casio calculators are pretty good. Some other less good calculators may not have that totally, might not know BEDMAS all that well. Just a little poke on the chin there. Let's do a slightly tougher example. How about 6 plus 2 times 5 minus 4. If you need to hit pause, do that. Okay, BEDMAS, we want to do whatever's in that bracket first. 6 plus 2 is, of course, 8. Okay, now what do we want to do next? Well, we want to multiply that. Multiplication and division, D and M, come next. There's no exponents, so we don't need to worry about that. 8 times 5 is 40, minus 4, and our end answer is 36. Let's bring over the calculator to prove that. All clear. 6 plus 2, close brackets, times 5 minus 4 equals 36, which is what we got. Alright, how about this one then? 20 divided by 2 plus 3 plus 6. Right, we know our BEDMAS. Are there any brackets? Yes, there's brackets. Let's take care of that first. 2 plus 3, hopefully you don't need a calculator for that. That's going to be 5. There's no exponents, so we don't really worry about that. So let's copy it down. 20 divided by 5 plus 6 equals, now which one do we do next? Well, D and M are next, so we're going to do this division next. 20 divided by 5 is, of course, 4. We carry down 6. 4 plus 6, really shouldn't need a calculator, that's 10. Let's test it out on our Casio calculator. We have 20 divided by brackets 2 plus 3 close brackets and plus 6 equals 10. Voila, that's what we got.